Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Save Point Society. I am your host, Dan, aka Golden Spider, and with me once again is the rest of our wonderful society. To my left here is the one and only Anthrometal. How you doing, buddy?
Hello! It is I.
And in the purple corner is Panda Feed!
Oh my god. That's me.
Yeah, way to rise to the level here.
Yeah. Just like,
I was thrown off.
In our green corner is the one, the only opulent pasta chat bestie, also known as Taylor. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much. I'm fantastic. Happy Monday.
Happy
Yay.
Monday indeed. If this is your first time with us, you might be wondering, what is the Save Point Society? Well, to put it simply, it is a video game book club. Like a book club, each month one of our society members will be picking a game for us to play over the month. And then we will all gather here live on twitch.tv/Neon Pocket Dimension to talk about it. At the end of the episode, the next person will pick our next game in a round-robin fashion. And we strongly encourage all of you watching along, either if you are watching live or in the VODs later, to play the games alongside us. And if you are watching later, maybe join the conversation live in the Twitch chat or in the YouTube comments. For our third ever episode of the Save Point Society, big milestone, guys. Round of applause to everyone.
Nice.
The game we will be discussing tonight is Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, chosen by the one and only Pandafin. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons was originally published on September 3rd, 2013, and was developed by Starbreeze Studios, the creative team behind other popular games such as Payday 2 and Payday 3. However, this game is a game by the legendary Josef Fares, and despite not technically being a Hazelight title, is kind of the first Hazelight game, as after Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons had the success that it did, he went on to form Hazelight with the team responsible for this game coming along with him, for the most part. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons has the following blurb from its Steam page. Guide two brothers on an epic fairy tale journey from visionary Swedish film director Josef Fares and top-tier developer Starbreeze Studios. Control both brothers at once as you experience co-op play and single-player mode like never before. The original game, as it did receive a remake recently in 2024, has an 86 on Metacritic and even won a BAFTA for innovative game design in 2014. Pandafin, since this game was your choice, let's start with you. What do you think about Brothers, Tale of Two Sons?
It is a fantastic game, so much so that I have played it on the 360 when it first came out on the Xbox Live Arcade. I played it on the Xbox One once they ported to Xbox One, and I've as of this morning, from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., I beat the remake of Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, and I got all the achievements.
You're a psychopath.
I got 3,000 gamer scores.
That is
Okay.
pretty cool. It is a very short game. It is about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I think, and I believe that's for the full completion as well. Like, even the regular playthrough is nothing more than maybe a couple hours, if I'm not mistaken.
And then we didn't wind up finishing ours. So I wanted to go back and do solo play, like a full playthrough myself, just later on one day. But since I've played Split Fiction with my partner, I wanted to do this one with him too.
Can you? So, I don't want to jump the thing here in case.
Yeah,
So sorry. I don't want to jump
No, I'm
the
just curious though. I wonder how close we are.
docket.
Yeah. Fun thing, you don't have to beat the game to get all the achievements. You get the last. There's only 7 chapters. You only need to go to chapter 7 to get all the achievements.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
So,
alrighty.
I have to ask a question before we keep going. Pasta, how when you said you played this with your partner, since this game originally came out, did not have like the co-op controls were only for the person, like it was a single player game, right? So how did you play it co-op?
In the remake, they made it so that you can use 2 controllers. So one person uses the left side of one controller, and then the other person uses the right side. We did take turns going back and forth and using it in the true single, like you're controlling both of the boys kind of a thing. But for most of my experience with it, I used just the left side of a controller and played the elder.
Okay, I had to ask because I was like, that's not how this game is played. I remember when this game, when the game came out, everybody was not lambasting. It was more of because it's such a confusing control scheme playing it by yourself originally, and what's it called? And what's funny is that this is. Only on Xbox. I think PlayStation has the same. I'm pretty sure you can do the same on Steam. But there was this ability to designate a controller to another player, or like at least part of a controller, like virtually. So people, somebody was talking about how they played it with their kid like that. That they took the half and half, and I'm like. Especially because Hayes went on to do so much crazy stuff with co-op. It's like you can definitely, Anyways, I just had to ask all that stuff first.
No, totally fair.
Yeah, I was curious of if co-op mode it still splits the controller, so that's pretty cool that it does that. Makes sense.
It sure does.
Yeah, it is such an interesting controls game that I feel I'm glad that they kept at least a semblance of it in the remake, even if they did kind of officially support co-op play. It's really like environmental, like you said. It for a short game. I would say probably a large part of the difficulty in this game is wrapping your head around the control screen.
Yeah, the learning curve is real. It is.
My whole thing I did when I play this game is I would always keep the older brother on the left side and the younger brother on the right side, so I'd always know how to move my thumbs when
I'm the opposite, but that helps so much, like trying to keep them in the same way. I
tried to do that as well, but sometimes things don't go to plan.
Yeah.
Totally fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just so
this
fun.
Is one of my favorite games.
No way.
Yeah, it's a great game. I mean, it makes sense. I played this game 3 different times.
I'm gonna say
if you play a game 3 different times that isn't like a roguelike or like some sort of online shooter title, then I would say that is a game that deserves to be in your top games of all times for sure.
Okay, now listen, I may or may not have played the same game 3 times for the achievements, so
that's different. Not different.
And I
will say, what's interesting, the remake has 2 new achievements that were pretty cool.
Well, and the original one was an arcade title too, so it was even then positioned as a smaller indie title, right? So back on the 360, they would do this promotion where indie games would be digital, basically. For teams that couldn't afford physical releases, they would get to be on digital. And then not only that, they would get featured. So right on the front store page or on the page when you first come in, it would be a promotion like, hey, these are the Arcade Live titles that we're advertising for now, and a lot of really cool ones came out of that, like Braid and
Oh, cool.
what's it called? Yeah, Braid came out of there.
I think Fez was one too.
Out of there. Fez, yeah, Fez. There was a bunch of really cool, like, now I think Bastion might have been considered that, or whatever Supermassives was before that. There were just, it was like prior to the quote unquote indie game revolution, like that was this place that really kind of solidified indie games in a console space as well and gave them legitimacy. Now everybody can publish to Steam with no problem, but the problem is discoverability still. But anyways, in addition to that, Panda, like you were saying, how they added 2 new achievements. Even though they're not as big now, back in the day, arcade titles could only have, I believe, up to 500, maybe 800 gamer score, and a full completion was 1,000. So it was even back then seen as smaller until the Xbox One series came out. Then every game published could be 1,000 gamer score, which really isn't too big outside of the achievement whores like me. So. And Panda, it's like.
So wait, so I've never been super into the Xbox ecosystem. So by 1,000 gamer score, it's like you get 1,000 gamer score for getting the platinum, or it's like all the achievements can only add up to 1,000 gamer score.
All the achievements total add up to.
All the achievements, yeah, lead up to 1,000. So like how PlayStation has the bronze, silver, and gold, and platinum, of course. Xbox has point values. So achievements could be worth, usually it's in 5 increments of 5, so like 5, 10, 15, 20. And some games will give you like, gain all achievements, and it'll be 100-point gamer score or something like that. But it allows you to have more of a like high score kind of mentality rather than just like a collection of trophies mentality.
Like
which again,
it's a little bit more fluid by having that variable currency kind of a thing. A little bit more.
Yeah. Now, typically, games will have increments of 5 so either like 5 gamer score, 20, 15. But then there are some lunatics out there that it's like 8 gamer score, 3, 13. Like weird like Superman, the video game. If you use cheat codes, you get 0 gamer score.
There's so within the achievement hunting community, there are a handful of games that are reviled because it's still not considered a full completion or a platinum, if you would, if you don't get those 0-point achievements. And one of the most notorious ones is from Call of Duty World at War, has a 0-point achievement for maxing out every prestige. So getting to what I think back then was like level 55 and then reset, and you had to do that I think 10 times.
Yeah, geez.
That is
only online too. No, it's all multiplayer. The achievement is called Get Some Sun. So not only do you I think there's also a 0-point achievement for Lollipop Chainsaw, or maybe a 1-point for looking up the girl's skirt and saying, "Oh, it was an accident, I swear." I think that's the name of
it. It's okay, we've grown.
Anyways, achievement tangent.
Yeah.
That's what we do, though. We're good at it.
Well, if we're since we're already here, I'm gonna make the announcement that I just recently broke 500,000 gamer score, so that's equivalent to 500 completed games, which I haven't done. Yay! Thank you.
That's wild.
I will get I buy a lot of crap. I've also discovered a lot of crap, but sometimes that crap can be jewels. And other times it can be games that are incredible, like Two Brothers. Got Rick and Morty on the brain.
That's not going to be That's not going to be the first time. That's not going to be the first time this happens in this episode. I'm
yeah.
Yay, thank you.
I'm halfway there. I'm at 252,000 gamer score.
Oh, I just looked at it. I peeped it.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the sadder things with just the state of the gaming industry right now, in my opinion, is like before the rise of AI, for the most part, you can buy a game that looks like crap and it might be good, but now you buy a game that looks like crap and it's going to be something shovelware AI that was put out in like 30 seconds of prompts.
Right. Like, of the mountain of, I don't want to call it crap, just like, I like to think of it like, just cheap achievement score games. There are a handful that are just cheap grabs, right? Hey, this is $2, $3, whatever. But then there's been some student projects that people have also submitted and got in there, because Xbox also has this, and I'm not trying to like toot their horn or anything like that, but they do a really good job of curating. They have the ID at Xbox program where they really like filter through, and not saying they're all winners, not in the slightest. But there's been a handful where I've been like, I have to think about that. And then there's been others where I'm like, why can't I make this edited and turn motion blur off? Fuck's sake.
Oh man, the infuriating moments of just like that when you get in deep to like a couple of like smaller games and you've opened, I don't know if anyone else does that, where you just like will have like a smattering of them that you try like the first intro until like your skill check puzzle enough times, and then you're just like swimming in a sea of like, I'm skill checked by all my games right now, and I'm just mad at all of you.
I like how what was it? Some of the guys I listen to, or some of the people I listen to in the gaming community, right? Everybody has their test, right? When they first start up a game, and it's either you spin the character in 360s, right? 360 degrees, see how it feels. You jump, see how that feels. And there's so many times where you do that and you're like, ew, ugh,
Yeah.
and you're like, whether or not you can get over it. And like, to like parlay that, like a lot of people I remember being turned off from Brothers control scheme because it is such a learning curve. And like it feels like, right, I play a few instruments and it feels like trying to separate out like your hand-eye coordination, like trying to get your hands to do two different things, or like if you're playing drums, your feet and your hands doing different things, right? And it's such a like it takes it a bit, at least it did for me. It took me a bit, and then once it finally clicked, it was like, this is brilliant, this is great. But there are so many cases of being like, all right, move there, that's the wrong brother, move that, God, grab that, nope, grab the wrong,
or one of the many times where you have one brother kind of like hanging on a cliff while the other brother has to do something, and you make the first brother fall and just let go. Fall. That's like, whoop, that's not what I wanted him to do.
And there we go. I swear I told my left hand to do that, but there goes my right. Oh, good. The narrow
like,
challenge of this game is so fun.
Yeah. When you think about like you overthink it and you're like, okay, this brother needs to do that, and then you just do the complete opposite because your brain just refuses to accept it.
Oh, that's so true.
What a game.
And on the other side, though, the fact that this game is only like 3 hours is what makes the control scheme brilliant instead of aggravating as all hell.
Oh, I mean, it almost feels, it reminds me of Cairn in a way, where Cairn is just, you're so deliberate and meticulous, and it's so tedious. And this game style is as well, and that's really good. But after a certain amount of trial and error, or not even just, I guess trial and error is the right phrase for it. But like we were saying, you think you're using your left, and then you accidentally drop the other brother, things like that. It can definitely be overwhelming or daunting. I don't know. But it's fun when you get like into that flow, and like they are all moving exactly as you're imagining in your head, and like there's like the bridge is gone. The like thinking about it is gone, and it's doing exactly what your brain is imagining. It's like you're telepathically moving the brothers.
I don't think I ever had that moment. I would start to get that moment, and then the other brother would one of the brothers would get like just start walking straight into a wall. And they're like, nope, there it goes.
Also that, though. You look up and you're like, oh wait, I've been slowly moving the other guy like all the way to the left this entire time, even though we've been technically walking over here. Yeah, it's really good.
It's like playing Mario Kart 64 and realizing you've been looking at the wrong screen the whole time.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god. We did that when we had taken a break and came back, and my partner and I were playing, and we had been like in a really good groove, and then had to pause because like our water shut off all of a sudden. The irrigation wound up overflowing it, and so we had to like turn the water pump back on. And so then like we came back, and the flow state has now been broken from when we were just playing together too. But we go to get back into it, and just both of us were looking at the other character. We've never once traded them. We've always been, older brother and little brother, but we both wound up looking at the opposite when we came back, which is just, it's like, I don't know, even with two people, you still get the same kind of funny broken brain symptoms. How goofy.
I like watching, knowing where Hazelight went after this. Josef, after what they did after this. Damn it! That I just remembered. I was gonna start this by yelling "fuck the Oscars," and I didn't, and now I feel bad. No, I'm kidding. The Brothers is the foundation of Hazelight. Like straight up, you can see what I would say almost that Josef wanted this to be a co-op game, but was shot down, right? Because nobody was like, "What are you doing, making a 2-player game?" Like, and not only that, it has to be local. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Or whatever, and turning it into this, but by virtue of their ingenuity with the control scheme, really proved that, hey, this is something that people like, people want, and then. It was a way out after this, right?
Yeah, a way out is after this, which is the split screen is when they introduced it.
Yeah, and I mean they become the couch co-op studio since, right? I mean, or you could say like the partner studio since, like, because it's not really couch co-op; it's 2-player, and what nobody does that, like, and it's such a ingenious way, and furthermore. How well they do it, how well they're able to keep that. And even, watching the B-roll, and even with like, this could be, oh my God, not Split Fiction.
Split Fiction.
Yeah.
It feels just like it. Having played that prior.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense. Probably
played it, but watching it is just like, dude, this is just straight like if I didn't know any better, looking at it, I'd be like, this is supposed to be a co-op game. Like, there are 2 people playing, and they do such a good job of showing that off. And it's a great game. It's fantastic, and especially establishing, like, knowing what we know now, and knowing that this game is 13 years old. 2013, right?
13, yeah.
2013. Yeah.
God, it's so good.
So they would have been working on it, 13, 14, maybe even 15 years ago, depending on how long the dev cycle was.
And and like you were saying, it's not even just the way it controls, just everything about this game. You can see what Hazelight will become in so many of these things, and so many of the mechanics that happen throughout the game, and you can you can just very much see how just you can see Hazelight's future in this game in a really great way.
Split Fiction.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you, Panda.
No, I said if it wasn't for this game, we wouldn't have Split Fiction.
100%, yeah.
We wouldn't.
These are the like what they cut their teeth on. Or Josef, and then
just look at the 3 games after this, right? We had A Way Out, which people somewhat criticized. I wouldn't say heavily, but it was definitely more, I think, niche. Like, that might be, I don't want to call it again problematic, but it was their game that had the most like, I guess, critical, like, not critical reception. Like, it wasn't bad per se, but it probably had the most like, I don't know, just issues with it as they were ironing it out. And then It Takes Two comes out and wins Game of the Year. Like, let's not forget that. That game, absolutely crushed.
I never actually
Like,
wanted
and then
to play Takes Two.
I haven't gotten to, I am for real. I haven't gotten to play any of the next ones. I've watched a bunch, but I haven't gotten to play them myself. Mainly because I am
the only two I played was just Brothers and A Way Out. I haven't played It Takes Two or Split Fiction yet.
Heard.
I was just going to complain about how lonely and alone I am, but that's fine. But no, just seeing seeing like you were saying, seeing their future and just seeing where they went to and got to, and it's just like, but then you go back to Brothers, like come all the way back around to it, and you go, oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like I see the vision. I see like everything you've built upon, and it's still great.
And I can almost feel like early code that has to be there, that not only like we have like some of the more obvious set piece things, which I don't know if this was in the original, but like all the benches that you sit at, that was such a thing in Split Fiction. Is like, oh, come sit at the bench, take a moment, you get this amazing vista, and it's this like little shared thing that you do together. But the feeling of like the weight behind things, like when you're pushing on stuff together and you are in sync and everything is moving, there has to be some sort of like a relative code that we've used as like a backbone for all of this, because it feels just like when you're doing the co-op version, it feels just like it does in Split Fiction. And that's not something that you could have just like implemented, I don't think, like, because it feels, you can feel it too when it's just you on the controller. Like when you do get into that like perfect sync and flow, and like the resistance is the same on both joysticks, or the timing winds up being perfect. I don't know. It's just really interesting how it triggers, I guess.
Now, something I was thinking about when I was playing the remake, I could have sworn there was an achievement for sitting on all the benches, and looking back, there isn't. And I'm like,
mad.
why did I could have sworn I sat on every bench for
Mandela yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have.
Maybe it was like a Xbox Live Arcade award, because that's something they used to do, where if you
whoa, how funny,
you would get an award for your avatar.
Yeah, you get picture. I think I have a sombrero from something. It's probably from like Viva Pinata or something.
Probably. That makes sense.
Either that or Red Dead, because I got a couple of stuff from Red Dead as well.
Yeah.
Outfit.
Another thing I really enjoyed, just kind of relative sidebar, is how much the different identities came through. The first time that I got to pick up the controller and do it just by myself, so like the original intended way, and you can, like, they have their different react. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry. Distracted, an angel in my view. Yeah, the first time picking up the controller and getting to experience it as the intended singular play, and having already seen the funny different ways that you react with the townsfolk in the early levels before you get into the more fantastical biomes, where you can like, oh, I have a map, like I'm the older brother, I need to figure out where to go. My casual trigger reaction is to point at something and scream, and the casual reaction by like the little boy is usually something a little bit more, has to do with just himself, because he's just a little kid doing his thing. And like I had watched my partner spit into like every well that we passed by as the little kid, and it's like I already know how different their personalities are, but even just when you go to like move them and the types of things they do, how well that comes through, of like, I'm the older brother, I'm going to do the heavy thing and pull on the lever. I'm the little brother, so I'm going to run in the cage and then slip through the bars, and we're going to trap a troll. And it's just, I love how the different personalities really come through in both your mechanics and just how it feels navigating them. And when it's singular player, that like split personality feeling that you get, because we all have the person who needs to get the things done, and also the person that wants to goof off and spit in wells. Both of those wolves live within all of us. So I really love how that pulls that out of you when you're playing it by yourself.
Yeah, and I gotta say, playing the remake, the changes on the design for the characters compared to the original are way different, and also the cutscenes are cool because that's not really like cutscenes as they are in the remake that they have in the original. The original, they kind of still keep like the over the top kind of thing, kind of zoom in on occasion,
Okay, gotcha.
but the remake being able to like cut to like a character's face, cut to like certain things,
Moving
that was
it,
new and that
the
was
rotoscoping
fascinating.
around.
Yeah,
Oh, really good
Interesting.
camera work in this game.
yeah, because there's a certain character who has a way different design in the game that was creepier than in the original.
I have a guess.
And they,
I
and they
guess.
have and they have more details into it to kind of insinuate
Oh,
that
that's fun.
a thing that we'll get into when we get to it.
Yeah, you were mentioning like basically the different personalities of the characters and how they're attributed to the controllers or to the controls, and that's one I really want to give credit to the Starbreeze team and then Hazelight. They have always been so good about showing off like the interpersonal relationships and the emotion between them and capturing that almost perfectly. Like, obviously, this is a game about brothers. A Way Out's a game about guys that aren't related. It Takes Two, divorce court, and then the other one again, two like similar age but not in Split Fiction, similar age but not related at all. But somehow they're able to make those kind of connections work. And I'm not like, dude, did you just go talk to, like, I know Josef has his own brother as well, so obviously he draws from that experience. But, like, for just drawing on it, like, from across the board, it's like, man, you guys, you just know how to grab these types of things.
Yep.
As the littlest brother in my family, right? Just like understanding, and I mean, I have like younger cousins that kind of treat like my younger siblings, but seeing them like seeing the all of those things, like the relationship between older and younger is just so well realized in these characters.
I love that. And just like their different dichotomies, like what they are like to each other and like how that's represented. Like Split Fiction has even like there's tension that I feel like could have been even more pronounceable, but like it still is so clear, like, hey, here's two, like you're saying, here's two sides of a similar coin. And then like how different those different dichotomies are between each of the stories is really fascinating. And I love this one. I love that it's brothers, because so many of the things do feel like things that little brother, like an older brother and a younger brother have to do, like you were saying, the age difference. Yeah, it does feel like very apparent.
And that, of course, then that like leads me to be like, well, I mean, obviously it's Josef and his older brother, right? So he's with, you know, it's brother. It's two brothers. It's brothers, man. That's the name of it. They're brothers.
Bros, man. Not two brothers. Just brothers. It's so funny.
It's two brothers. They're two brothers. And that's the name of it? That's two brothers? Continuously make this joke. Sorry.
I was laughing at Panda getting you in the chat. Sorry. I was a little distracted.
Oh, what did he say? Oh, fuck off.
Yeah,
I hit you in your shins, and then you will get mad at me, and I'll run to mom, and you can't do shit.
I don't have.
That's not the way it works.
I don't have brothers, but I do have a younger. Well, I do have one brother, but I didn't really have that kind of experience growing up. But it's definitely, it's interesting hearing that kind of point of view, I guess.
Yeah, it's cool to know that that's actually reflected accurately. Also, not having siblings.
Lucky.
Did everyone love the game, by the way? It sounds like we did. I never.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
It's I played the game so long ago. I played it in 2015 when it's not that it first came out. That was when I finally played it. And just kind of recapping it with through the B-roll and just my own like brief running over everything. But like it is definitely one that like we've talked, or at least maybe I've talked a lot about the control scheme, but I don't want to take away from, you were saying like the vistas. They're immaculate. They're perfect.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Like it does, the setting itself does so good, and it doesn't give it away either. It's like, yeah, it reminds me of Fable when it's like, hey, you're in a fantasy world. Right? There's fantasy crap. Go.
Yeah, I'm in a storybook world. Heard. Cool.
Yeah.
Suspension of disbelief. Absolutely.
Yeah. Which kind of, as the game progresses, gets a little more and more, like you start experiencing more and more of this. Like at first you're just like, oh, sick dad going off doing this, whatever. And then it's like the little like hints that, oh, this is a fantasy place.
Before you have like a full-on troll with mushrooms growing on his back. Oops. I don't know if that was too much of a spoiler.
Or a hottie. That, just takes the What?
Funny. I love that there's a character to add some tension to them, because especially prior to the hottie, you have like such nice, sweet people that you're engaging with, except for the beginning. Sorry, you little shit will be a phrase that I might bring up too many times. Just the ongoing phrase from when we were playing. And it started because the guy in the very beginning, when you're in the kind of like tut space of the opening village, and there's a dude that's like just shutting off all of your doors, pathways, the gates, and you're like, man, my dad's dying. Like, we have things to do. Like, stop whatever you. Oh, okay, we'll go sneak through the bars. Fine, we'll learn how to play the game. I don't know. So you little shit started off pretty early. So apologies for that. Now I've lost where we were for a second. Gonna go back into memories really fast.
Yeah. We can go into the spoiler zone and talk more about the actual spoilery bits whenever we feel like it.
Hottie?
Yes.
Go into the spoiler zone and talk about the hottie.
About this OG hottie.
All right, we'll go into the spoiler zone.
Okay. Spoiler.
Okay, right off the bat, here's a fun fact for you kids at home.
Yes.
The siblings both have names, and they say it quite a few times. So the older brother is Naya, and the younger brother is Nai.
Oh, okay.
And also, if you look at the soundtrack for the game, at a critical moment, when Naya dies, there's a song called Naya.
Oh, whoa! I didn't even realize. Yeah, I didn't look at the track list.
Me either.
Yeah, it's after they deal with the
hottie,
the creature. Yeah.
She's not a creature. She has feelings. All I'm saying is wood.
Oh, that's what I was saying. There's the awful guy in the very beginning who's blocking off everything, but after that it's just sweet people, and then all of a sudden there's the hottie that's bringing some tension in between the two brothers. What could come between two brothers who love each other so much? A babe.
Always a babe.
Babe for the preteen boy.
Always a babe.
Teenage boy.
True.
And was he wrong?
Yeah, because there's a girl they rescue from a cult, and she takes them to a lair, becomes a spider. Mm-hmm. In the original, she looks like what she looked like a human with spider legs. In the remake, she looks like the creatures from Silent Hill 2 that you first encounter. with a wig on, she looks very more creepy. She looks
I'm gonna need to see a picture because I'm gonna have to debate this.
And then
Yeah.
she has these teeth that are like the bear from Annihilation when she goes in and she like smells. Naya's the older one, right? Oh my god.
And what's interesting,
she is so scary.
In the when you encounter her in the original, in the remake, it shows a cutscene of him looking at her necklace, realizing it's the girl that they just rescued, and then her having a close up. In the original, it doesn't do that. She pulls him out of the web, and then just holds him, and then you do the whole boss fight. Also, I was having a lot of trouble with that boss fight in the remake because I kept ramming into her, and she would just push me out the way, and I'm like, I could have sworn this is how you do it, and I had to look it up after a few attempts, being like, I'm doing it correctly. How am I not hitting her?
Yeah, that was so weird. Like the hitbox was just funky or something. My partner's absolutely terrified of spiders, so that was when pivoted to just me playing. We had to take a break. But yeah, that because at first it was like, oh no, just close your eyes. Here, give me your controller. It's it's not too bad. I'll just use both controllers and I'll do this and I can get through the boss fight like that. And then that was the one thing in the entire game that was like super funny mechanically to me. So wound up obviously taking a break and then using the regular controller. But yeah,
I've seen the way that the remake design looks. Still would.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, but like,
definitely
crazy. Would. And then what I thought was interesting. So in the beginning, when you meet the girl who's playing basketball, there's an achievement to grab her ball and throw it in the well. So one of the 2 new achievements they added is instead the older brother can shoot a basket, and you get an achievement for doing that.
That's what I did.
Yeah. So I threw the ball, which also in turn, like, I've encountered a bug where I threw the ball and then it clipped me out of bounds and just was falling, and then I died.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and then it restarted. It reset everything, but she was still acting like we still had the ball and it wasn't around, so I had to then go back.
Yeah.
To then do it. The other achievement they added, there's an achievement where you have to go across the bridge to grab a sheep, and you can pull it towards the rabbits and put it in the ash, so then it's a black sheep. Same with the rabbits.
Oh, that's what the rabbits are?
Yeah, because if you look at the rabbits, there's all black rabbits and one white rabbit that they're all avoiding. And if you grab it as the younger brother, because the older brother will just try to like shush it. Like
shoes them?
Yeah, but the younger brother will grab it, and if you go to the campfire, he'll dip it into ash, and then it's a black rabbit, and they're all hanging out. But with the sheep, if you grab the sheep and then spin around, it'll throw up, and you get an achievement.
Good to know.
and it's very, very much green. It was interesting.
Very good. Go back for
another thing let me see, I'm going through my stuff. They also what else did they add? They changed a lot of the designs for the characters, like the trolls.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're like more detailed.
Okay.
From what I remember. And then with the Colts,
they're so pretty.
They also changed them because they have more details of, like, they all have different beards and stuff. I don't remember it being that detailed in the original. So that was interesting.
Oh, cool. So, I wanted to ask about saw in one of the reviews when we were getting the game that they said the music was really different. So I didn't want to look up what the differences were and like have the original soundtrack in my head whenever we wound up playing. So I just know the new one, which I found really whimsical and fantasy relative and was pleasant. I don't know. I didn't dislike it, but I saw that was like a complaint. So I'm curious if you noticed or had a comment on it.
I didn't notice. I listening to like the news stuff, it more or less reminded me of the old things. It still had its charm. Maybe it's like a remaster of the songs, but I'd have to listen both side by side to really get a idea. What else I wrote? The death animations when you encounter the dog in the beginning when you have to avoid. That was interesting because original there was no cutscene, but in the remake it kind of zooms in on like showing like the dog biting their arm.
Yeah, the dog like gets all up in your grill. It's wild.
Yeah.
That also happens with the what is it? Where you can get the cult. If you can just run up on the cult without doing the puzzle and try to like sneak around them to free the crazy spider hottie. But they'll come at you and like wail on you with their spears, and it's kind of bloody and gross. It got real grim right after. Oh gosh, was it the owl?
When you encounter
griffin?
When you encounter the battlefield of the dead giants.
Yeah. Oh
and you're
my
just
God.
like going through their blood and cutting off a leg so you can proceed.
You had to slice a leg to get it to float down the river, and it's just like gushing blood into the water, and you're like, this is fine.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Giant's dead. That's not yet.
Something I don't remember being in the original, but seen in the remake, which I thought was funny. Is seeing like how on the arms, the wrists of the giants, they have little shields tied around them, and also they just have full bears on their shoulders.
Oh, I missed that. What? Oh my God.
Yeah, if you look at their shoulders, they just have a full bear just like tied there.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
Oh my God. I'll have to look out for that. Oh. Yeah, there were some hard-hitting moments in this game. It got dark.
There, like, even... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was just going to say, like, I definitely remember the emotional impact hitting... being pretty profound when I first experienced it. I do have to say that I think that this game isn't as the best paced. That the pacing in it gets so much better, throughout the next ones that they come out with as they narrow in their focus. But
interesting.
And that's not saying that it was anything bad. It's much more of a game of lulls and peaks. Like there's no real valleys or anything, right? There's nowhere like, oh, we're brought back down. Like this is an awful section. Like, every section is good, but there are obvious like heights of the spider fight and the subsequent like stuff that happens after it. I can't remember his name, but when the older brother gets poisoned and everything falling off that was like I remember thinking to myself, I was like, there's no way, right? Like the game is about the brothers, like there's no way, right? And it hitting so hard.
That just reminded
be like,
that was another big thing that I thought was interesting. In the original, when you pull the last leg, she just stabs him and then he gets poisoned. In the remake, she briefly turns back into what she used to look like, and so then Naya gets closer to her, and then an appendage comes out of her chest and then stabs him. So that was a different
weird
sequence that they did for that.
Like,
where I was
why?
like, okay,
I don't know.
Yeah, because he wasn't close enough to her at that point. But then when she turned and then he gets closer, and then she goes back and then stabs him.
It felt weird. I don't know.
What I also appreciate about this game, playing it 3 times, no big deal, is the growth of Nai, because in the beginning it shows that he's scared of the water because his mother drowned.
That's me.
Because his mother, specifically because his mother drowned in front of him and he wasn't strong enough to save her and pulled her back into the boat.
Oh, can you imagine that feeling? Like, that was crazy of a thing to open with, like, way to come in with an impact. But, you're just like, I can't jump in the water. I don't even know what I would do if I jumped in the water, so I just have to watch you because I can't reach.
Trauma!
Yeah. And then
Trauma.
Go from there, and then their dad being sick, and then this whole journey of, which I think, like, thinking about how long it took was maybe a span of like 2 to 3 days, because there's only 2 moments where it was nighttime. And then doing all this, his older brother dies, which was more gruesome in the remake than it was in the original. And then
right.
him, because original, I think the cutscenes did a great job of like more like putting that emotion into it, because original you don't get those kind of cutscenes, so it's like
it's like the thing happens and you move on, kind of. Okay.
Yeah, like it doesn't like show like him like
it
his
doesn't
brother's
linger,
eyes. Yeah,
but I can kind of contend with. Now, this is more like a philosophical game design discussion, but I kind of appreciate the ability to not linger, right? Like, we have a lot of media that likes to focus on the tragedy or likes to zoom in and be like close-ups, and you're just like, it could just be like, unfortunately, a lot of tragedy is unceremonious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, and I think, just recalling my own effects, again, I haven't played the remake, so I can't tell you how it'll affect me. But like, I remember playing that and just being like so surprised at the frankness of that, of the loss. But then just being like, I don't have time to waste. I have to go. Like, I'm already, like, we're still already in this, and it sucks, but, you'll have to deal with the problems later.
And yet, the fact that all they did in that moment was you just no gameplay input, I believe. You just watch him dig the grave, and then you finally get control back. So you personally, as the younger brother, are pushing the dirt back in and dragging the body into the grave.
Yeah, and going back to also like with the younger brother, what was also kind of nice is at the end when Griffin brings him back home, and then he has challenges that he wasn't able to do in all throughout the game, of going in the water, climbing up to the ladder, and pulling the levers, and having to have, even though the older brother isn't there, his spirit helping him swim across to get to the other side, him jumping up, and then him getting the strength to then pull the lever so then he can give the water of life to his dad. It was like, that was a great way of like showing the growth that he's experienced,
and just
him
like
kind of like
on.
and like getting over the trauma.
It is a well-used trope for, in storytelling, to like, the ghosts of the past are helping you advance toward the future. But goddamn, every time they do it, it gets me. Like,
Amen.
No.
Well, I mean,
and they do it well.
It's what we experience.
Yeah.
Like, I've literally, there was a dragonfly that ran headfirst into the window today when a thing was happening while I was cleaning the house and doing this stuff, and I had just asked a question. It was like, should I be doing this or this? And I don't really know. And then like that happened, and I'm like, immediately it's Mama. Like, I thought it was, my grandmother, who was the one woman who raised me the most. Like trying to get me to like do whatever was on the right side of the house, which is in fact what I needed to do at that moment. And it's just like little things like that we teach ourselves, those habits and those rituals. And there's even, I can't remember what it's called. It's like third person syndrome or phenomenon or something, where you're going through something difficult and you think that there's another person literally with you. And it's a trick the brain does. And it's like, these are all these things that we do as people. So that was, like his brother was helping him do all those things.
And it also like shows like when he's doing this by himself at the end, and when you have to do the left trigger to trigger the older brother, you can still hear like his older brother talking.
Good. I'm good.
Yeah.
No.
I also
enjoyed
a thing about this game is the storytelling without needing to use words.
Yes. Yeah.
Amen.
It is such a the rule of show don't tell, right? It is my favorite of storytelling, right? I love games and I love media that just says it does that, right? It's like, Like you said, it is non-verbal storytelling is so powerful, and just letting like the vistas, like seeing the vistas and being like, I get what this area is about,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm.
And like not only that, but also reveling in both the like beauty of the area and whatever the puzzle or struggle that it's going to encompass. That's of course across games, not just Brothers, but man, I love nonverbal storytelling so much. Maybe that's why I love Souls games so much.
Mm.
And like you can sort of like context clues figure out like what the area is about. Like with the dead giants, oh, there's a battle because there's dead bodies, there's weapons all around, there's arrows. When you find the griffin and you go and you're like, oh, someone captured this, was researching it or whatever. When you go to the snow, when you encounter the spider lady and the cult, I don't remember this being in the original, but in the remake, there's cave paintings of spider creatures.
Yeah.
And then
that's good.
people
I
with
didn't
foreshadowing.
see that.
Yeah.
You can like stop and look at them, and each of the brothers have different reactions to what the cave paintings are. There's like 2 or 3 of them, and then there was like I want to say there was like a statue or something. I don't remember what the first thing was you can stop and look at. But yeah, there's the like old version of them, and then there's like these spiders that all have like giant spears that are clearly attacking the humans. They're like, huh, seems like a sign. It was such a fun addition. It reminds me of Kingdom Hearts in the very beginning of the first one when you're on the island still and you go into the secret place and there's the chalk drawings that Sora, Riku, and Kairi did that are all around it. And they're actually like they must have drawn those as kids, but it's stuff from the upcoming game. So it's like them and Alice in Wonderland, but it's always like Sora, Donald, and Goofy. So it's like, how is he drawing those? Like, how did he know? And it's one of those things he was probably just dreaming of it, imagining it, and it's one of those very Tetsuya Nomura sort of like time happens all at once kind of a things. That being said, sorry, tangent. Games are awesome. Love that they did. Yep.
And even just like all the world building that they can do without words or just from like having you do this journey through the world, like that right before when you're doing the journey with the hardy spider lady and hiding from that invincible monster that somehow it's like very heavily implied like destroyed an entire village, an entire city.
Yeah, a little bit, a lot bit. Yeah, she did. Wood still. But yeah, just like all of that's just hinted at. And there's no person that's like, oh, thank you for doing this with her, or how dare you do this, considering who she is with the cult. And like, there's no words, there's no explanation. It's just you infer everything.
Puppy.
Hey, buddy.
And then like trying to think what other interesting stuff they have. I don't like I think 3rd chapter where it's the graveyard and you're dealing with the wolves. And
Yeah.
like the when you fall off the waterfall, the like wooden creatures that like pop out to grab that you have to like navigate.
Oh my god, it was so scary. Those hands. Oh, I loved that. That was one of my favorite puzzles.
Yeah, like that was nice. But like you can infer that these creatures live near the tree line and will, because they look like trees, can grab anyone unsuspecting that aren't expecting to go there.
Never expect those roots to come alive.
Yeah.
I love that you can play with the cat. Forgot about that.
Yeah. As the younger
And they
brother,
play
you
with the
can
cat
let
differently.
Yeah. And then the older brother is just like, all right, the cat
He's
doesn't
like,
want
no, this
nothing
is
to do with him.
a creature. Yeah, and then the little kid, and he has like actually hugs the cat, which is really sweet.
And another interesting thing, like to show like change, is whenever they encounter a new person, like the troll and like I think the scientist and some like other people, the older brother is very hesitant of like being like, we don't need to bother with them, up until the lady. Once the lady starts showing like him like affection, that he
He's like, let's
changes.
things.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hang on.
Yeah,
Wait, she might have something interesting to say. Let's hear her out.
yeah.
But yeah, the little kid otherwise is like so immediately like, hey, doesn't he like play rock paper scissors with the scientist that you get the flying from? Oh man, I loved the flying too. Like having to move the weight of the boys back and forth was so cool.
Did you play the musical instrument for the scientist?
Briefly, we didn't do it in Hello, Teo.
If you go to the
we couldn't figure it out.
If you go to the fifth pipe and you play it, it'll play like a tune and he'll start to dance and you get an achievement.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, we like moved it around, but I don't know if we had the right pipe.
Also, did you rescue or did you reunite the two birds?
No, oh, that's a plan that I have for my playthrough, the Lovebirds.
That was I think they're a different design because in the original they're both relatively the same color, but in the remake they're two separate.
That's when they're like
colors.
green and purple or something.
Yeah.
That was so cute.
Great.
I love that the achievements for this game are not like now it's this like guaranteed gamer score stuff of like, you have your classics reach this chapter, of course, but it'll be more, oh, you changed your outfit 10 times. Good job. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. But I want to like reunite lovebirds that I had no idea would even be a thing.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Achievements.
Turtles.
Yeah. Like good achievement lists are ones that add to the gameplay and don't do it in spite of it, right? Like, obviously there's a few that are like, oh, I got cumulative or whatever. Hey, the most notorious one I can think of is Assassin's Creed. Collect all the flags in one, or collect all the feathers in two. But yeah, all of the ones in like the best lists, and this is one of them, has those extra ones that add to like doing silly little things. Like, I have the list pulled up over here, like where I did.
And I just love stuff like that too, because you're more, I don't know, the way that you get to tease out these different corners of the game, these different like little aspects. Like someone thought to add that mechanic in there, and then a player thought to like, hey, maybe I'll give this a try. And like I just love it when it is that sort of a holy shit, how did you both think of doing something like that? I don't know.
So
game leads you to doing it. It's just really good game design that you're like, ooh, yes, thank you for taking me there.
I have to state this because I just discovered this. I apparently have all the achievements in the port. Didn't realize that. I originally played this game back in 2015, and it's like, I guess I completed it in April of 2018.
Alrighty.
Great.
The best.
So now I just gotta play the remake.
The best achievement lists, in my opinion, there has to be a mix, and there have to be challenging achievements, but also story achievements. But the challenging achievements also cannot be too challenging. Like they can't be what you mentioned earlier, like gain max prestige on every weapon and Call of Duty.
Oh man.
Or
the original Sea of Thieves achievement list had you collecting something like 10,000 bananas, and the banana crates, and the banana crate spawn rate was like less than 1%.
No,
they finally lessened it. It is absurd. I mean,
give me money for doing it.
There's like you were saying, the difficult ones need to be difficult but enjoyable, right? Mm-hmm. Like Halo is always the preeminent one because Halo has like some of the silliest ones, like I'm trying to remember, like get a sticky grenade as you're falling down this particular map on this particular day, and they're very silly. Conversely, you have the Gears of War achievements, which is get like 2 million, or was it 1 million kills or 10 million kills or something like that in
in multiplayer, it's absurd.
An insane number.
Yeah, it's absolutely, and that's where you get dedicated groups that like that's all they do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, fun fact, in OG Gears, the down didn't count. You had to kill them. So if you downed somebody,
Oh no!
and then someone else got the kill, the amount of rage, the gamer rage that you would feel of somebody, literally, that was the kill, the stealing of the kill.
That's the old lady at the slot machine, man, just waiting to pull the one that you didn't.
Yeah, like,
I would be so mad.
like all things in this world, achievements were ruined when companies realized, hey, there are some weird ass fucking people that will go crazy to get all of the achievements, and that will bump our numbers. So let's make them as hard as possible, so we can say we have 10 million active users in our multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
So, God, there's such a fun dichotomy of easy achievement games and hard achievement games, but even amongst the, like, what we would call, like, achieve slop games, there's still better ones than what, what was it, I Am Mayo? Or something like that, and it was on PlayStation, and it was like, you load it up, you press A button, and you get every trophy in the game. I have not yet run across the closest one I've had from that is where's it at?
For The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth, where you only have to press one button for 5 minutes and you get all the achievements.
It's here somewhere.
Yeah, it's a notorious game.
Why?
Where who knows? Because
on the 360 it was much harder.
So in Avatar: The Last Airbender, Burning Earth, the very first level, you just keep pressing one button, and there's only 5 achievements, and all of the achievements are to get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 combos. And all you have to do is just keep pressing the button. And, the game is just as good as the show, where it's worth 5 minutes.
Worth 5 minutes of your time. Oh, hey, there it is. Oh my God.
You know what's really funny? When I finally pulled the GameStop, no, actually, I wonder if it still has it in here. Hang on, let me see.
The time it takes for you to go to the shelf, the cash register, and pay for it.
Watch this.
Is
Ready?
longer than the game.
Right?
Feel old.
Oh,
my
Lord.
Somebody sold this to GameStop after getting Blockbuster went out, and they never changed the back label. And I was like,
I could feel you pull my old.
Hey guys, look, THQ. Remember THQ?
Just put that back down.
Rest in peace. THQ made the best, just I would not even B, just C tier games.
Yeah, for real.
I may have discovered the next game I'll recommend.
You sure?
You'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, that is a good segue if I've ever heard it, unless anybody has any final words.
It's a great game, great storytelling, and I can't wait to play this a 4th time when Project Helix comes out.
Yeah,
give me a Windows version.
I'll do the same thing. We can race and see. I think the only clocked speed run on this game is 250, if I saw right. So Panda, for trying to do a speed run in
all right
3 years.
AGDQ, watch out.
Whoa.
I'd be down. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a little bit more of this game. I'll probably still tinker with it for a little bit. I one day would be into doing did you ever return to any of the games, if we do an anniversary episode or something.
There was a
these things
a little bit off tangent from that. I think it was Eurogamer. One of them used to do a series called Late to the Party. And it's essentially kind of similar to what we're already doing here. Okay. But it was we never played Mass Effect or whatever. Yeah. And then they had people come in. Cat. Kitty cat.
Got cats and dogs on the show.
Wait, Late to the Party.
Mine ran away into the bedroom. She was like, "I'm done with you."
Bye.
Also,
But yeah,
going
late
back
to the party.
Going back to the achievements real quick, another great thing about the achievements in this game is the fact that it adds more kind of to the story. Like when you go do the I'm trying to like with the little girl in the basketball, you throw it, she's crying, break her heart. When you rescue the turtles to reunite them with their mother, when you do the whale song, when you there's a whale, you can blow the giant's horn.
I did the horn. I remember the horn.
Oh,
Oh,
Uh-oh. Panda.
which way can I go? Is it this way? Just gonna.
welcome back.
Hello?
My cat closed Discord
Classic.
by laying on my keyboard. And then like
Payback for almost rolling off the table earlier.
when you go to the under the waterfall, the bloody waterfall on the boat, that also like adds to the thing.
Oh my god.
And then going back to the benches of me going to every single bench, maybe it's because of the achievement in A Way Out for going to a bench that is supposed to be a reference to Brothers of Tale of Two Sons, that I think that's why I kept going to all the benches.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It also makes sense why it wouldn't be an achievement for this one, but became a thing when they were like, let's put these benches in here.
Or you're playing Hollow Knight.
I've only played like 5 minutes of Hollow Knight.
The game's so hard, brother. That's
it's in my backlog.
One day, man. So let me beat Saros. If I beat Saros, then I'm gonna play Hades 2. If I beat Hades 2, then I will go, and then I will attempt Hollow Knight and Silk Song. But holy crap, those games are.
Oh, I still haven't beat Silk Song. I've taken a long break on that.
What a game, man!
I don't know if I'll ever get all the achievements in Hollow Knight, though. Anyways, two brothers. God damn it!
Oh, I love that keyboard
I did
too.
it again.
Very
I did
good
it
color.
again.
That's a pretty kitty.
Oh, it's a cat. Oh, it's a kitty cat.
Good.
More pets. I can't. Oh, are they purring? Hold on to the microphone.
If we ever do a morning one of these, I will introduce you to Woolly Bear if he's around. We have a farm cat named Woolly Bear.
Yo, hey, wait, 6 shirt.
Dang, I got
yeah.
I have every iteration of this.
Shirt.
That's so good.
I don't. I have the 9 gear, but the tank top. But for some reason, like the stitching ripped on the sleeves, like right here. So now it's like it just flared out weird, and I can't wear it anymore.
Darn.
Also, not to show off, but this is from working for PlayStation.
Yeah.
Let's go! Oh, that's so cool. Excuse me, I burped. I was so excited.
Yeah. Well, do you have Dodgeball on PSP?
No, but I got.
Why would you want to?
I got the. I have a Game Gear cartridge of Shaq Fu.
Buddy.
Grab PSP by the ball.
Let's go.
Do you have The Crow on PSP?
No, but I wish I did. That soundtrack
right?
slaps. Sorry, excuse my language, but seriously, one
do
of the
you
best.
have
My friend's
the
nipples are
original DVD seasons 1 and 2 of It's Always Sunny?
So goofy. Why are you pulling out your DVD? Wait, what's happening?
I have a Heavenly Father V card, YouTuber V card.
Okay,
whoa, that's cool.
Hold up.
There's too much. I'm very distracted.
Yeah,
hold up.
I feel like a squirrel. Which I just learned to make a noise, by the way. Did y'all know that squirrels scream?
Yeah.
Yes, I live with squirrels outside my apartment. Anyways, so
before we get into the show and tell, what is
happening?
You want to talk about V cards?
Next,
want to talk about V cards?
Next,
how do you just have those so quick to grab?
I like V cards. I didn't get the last set though because I couldn't afford it, so it sucks.
So, before we get to, I guess, the show and tell segment of the show, Our next game will be chosen by the one and only Opulent Pasta, aka Taylor. What do you got first?
Okay, so I don't know. I have so many games that I'm going between, and I know that the magic of this is that someone brings the thing to the table, and I know that just in a mere few months, I would be able to bring in another game. I know these things. However, I can't decide. So
Flip a coin.
You want to roll d20?
We could flip a coin. I will say, if you guys are interested, there is the aspect of I could kind of tell you a teeny amount of like this. Like one game is more narrative, one is more puzzles, one is more.
Yeah, this is all you. This is your
This
choice.
is your choice. Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't stand it. Okay.
The third option.
No, this third
It's
option
DK,
is where I'm
isn't it?
like, guys, we're actually going to play 2 games. Surprise. But I'll save that for when I've earned your trust. Okay, let's do a coin. Do we have a die or a coin or anything like that we can?
I have a d20.
Okay, that'll work. If it's an odd number, then it's going to be chance of CNR, and if it's an even
I
number,
dropped the
it's
D20.
30 days.
It will be what? What was the second? What was the
If
other
it's
one?
an odd number, chance of CNR, which I actually don't know if I'm saying that correctly, and if it's an even number, 80 days.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, there's probably like online ones that are better for this, but anyways, I don't have a dice
Oh, this is
tower.
real life. Dice are beyond time and space. They're here to tell.
I
It's
can't
gonna
wait
be
for.
Okay, these are really hard to read. I think that's a 9.
I think it's a 9. Okay. In that case, that would mean we're going to play Chance of CNR. How do we feel about it?
All
Has
right.
I did want to ask this. Has anyone played those games?
I have played 80
Chance
days.
Sonar. I have played Chance of Sonar.
Okay. Wait, you said you want to or you have? I'm deaf.
I have played it.
You have played it. Dan,
Yeah,
have you
I have not
it?
played 80 Days, but I played Chance of Sonar.
I am the opposite.
Oh,
I
it's
have
this
played
game.
80 days. I've played a lot of 80 days. It's one of a game I really like. I have not played Chance of Sonar. I've been really wanting to play it though.
Okay. And then Panda? Panda? I can point. I'm really good at directions.
I've heard about Chance of Sonar. I've never played it, and then I've never heard of 80 Days, but I'm assuming it's about around the world in 80 days.
It's an interactive fiction version of the game, basically.
Gotcha.
Okay, in that case,
I haven't played any of these.
And the dice said 9. And so if Anthro, I know that means that you've played Brothers before. I feel bad. Like I want you to be able to play a game.
No. I have to save all of my thoughts for Chance, but let's just say that I went to school for anthropology.
That's so cool.
And that leads into the discussion about that game. So that's all I can say for now.
Okay.
So you're down to do it,
Yes.
even though you played the game before? Yeah, let's
Yes.
go. Okay, let's do Chance of Sonar.
Alrighty.
And do we know if I'm saying that? Sonar?
I always saw Sinar, but to be fair, there's like little dialogue in the game at all. So
Right. Let me see if there's like a dialogue or a how to pronounce. We're just gonna Google that.
Yeah. I've always heard Chance of Sonar, but
Yeah, I've also heard of Sonar.
I technically have even run a game arcade where we had this game up next to Venba in a little like gaming station area.
okay.
Venba was also on my like maybe list, so that might be what we do next time. How to pronounce? Oh yeah,
My
I
next
don't
game
think
gonna
there
be
is a
12
thing.
minutes. I hope you guys are ready.
Wait, say it again.
For my
Oh,
next game is
God.
gonna be 12 minutes. I hope you're ready.
What's in 12 minutes?
That's
12
the name
minutes.
of the game.
Yeah, you remember the game
It's
12
featuring
minutes?
Willem Dafoe, James McAvoy.
Okay, don't say like names of people. There's a time loop of 12 minutes. That's it. That's the
Yeah.
that's the game,
I know nothing.
and it takes place in an apartment.
Yeah.
Is that our preview for I keep wanting to say like a month from now, but in the next cycle.
The next time. It's a game. It's
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
four episodes of 4 episodes from now.
Wait, I have the next pick, don't I?
No, then it'll
No,
be
Dan
going back to me.
does.
No, that's right. That's right.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna ask. Are we gonna do like the same? I can do this properly. The same cycle? No, same cycle as before. Nope, I did it wrong. I can't do directions.
Yep.
Brothers broke my brain. Yeah, are we gonna do the same
Yeah.
order, or do we want to like randomize or something? I don't know.
If we're not bringing in like a guest or something, I say so. Same order.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I figured, just I like rule books. I like when things are weird, so I just have to ask questions. Cool. So Chance of Sonar.
Yeah, I posted it in our chat. But you know what? I will post it in the Twitch chat as well because it is a fantastic game, and that's all I will say about it because I will reserve everything for later.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Excited. I've been wanting to play it forever, and it's I just have been waiting for the right time, and I've been doing a lot of finally read a certain book, finally read a certain manga. I've been kind of doing all those. It's the right time, so it's the right time.
All right, perfect. Our next game.
One last thing I need to check. Sorry, go ahead.
So our next game.
There's a demo on Xbox. It used to be in Game Pass. It is no longer in Game Pass. That's all I wanted to check. But it is only $20.
Yeah, and we'll probably have our deal guru Orm Jesus.
I'm sure he will. Yeah.
Find those deals for us. But yeah, our next game then, Chance of Sonar. We'll see you guys back here next month. I believe, unless more life-lifing happens, that'll probably be June 8th. Second Monday of the month.
Feels so soon. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So, as always, this has been the Save Point Society. I am Golden Spider, aka Dan. You can catch me on here on the In-Pocket Dimension. I am a full-time member alongside our great and illustrious OM Jesus and the Stinger Bro. You can also catch me on my personal Twitch channel, twitch.tv/goldenspider666. And, just hanging out. Blue Sky, Golden Spider is there as well. And do any of you guys have anything to plug before we get to the housekeeping?
Yeah, you can find me. Anthrometal. I have been trying to get back into more regular streaming. It is still a work in progress, but you can find me over at Blue Sky/Anthrometal or twitch.tv/Anthrometal. Yeah, and I'm super back into Final Fantasy 14. It's not funny. I'm deep into it. Well, I just finished Heaven's, like the second half of Heaven's Sword, patch whatever. The Dragon Song Saga. So I'm trying to get happen with FanFest and anyways. I'm Anthrometal. Yeah.
Alrighty, Pandafin, what about you?
I got nothing. I'm currently putting out videos of me working on a custom Gundam for Andy Cortez. Not for him, but like for him kind of thing.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah. Check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the Tic Tacs.
All
See
right.
my long journey of not actually doing it yet. You'll see.
Look, hang on. I have to say something on that. I have my pile of shame so far, and it is my Warhammer army that's just sitting here doing nothing.
No. It's not a pile of shame. We like to follow. I can't remember what it's called. There's a word in Japanese for you buy the books and you stack the books, and it's this wonderful thing of having this untold story just waiting for you, and that's part of why it's beautiful. And then it'll also be beautiful when it turns into the book you read. But same thing with our massive heaps of plastic. Armies that one day we will all have the very beautiful, but
Yeah.
right now they are.
Yeah, OM Jesus in the chat is right. No shame allowed in the In-Pocket Dimension unless your name happens. Unless your name happens to be OM Jesus, then all the shame.
Yeah.
Then shame on your house. Can I plug a small thing?
Yeah.
Because that spider chick was hot.
Yeah, dude, such a hottie. absolutely would. Small thing I want to plug. It's not for me, but just a thing that I'm going to wind up plugging the next time as well. But want to throw it out there. There is a wonderful conference that is going to be happening in the beginning of June, which I like to call Juicy June, because that is when we have our insane different festivals about games and whatnot. And it's right there in the thick of festival season. But it's called Narroscope. It's a conference for writers, developers, scholars, and pretty much anyone who plays or engages with interactive narrative. And this year it's going to be at the University at Albany, so in Albany, New York. And there will also be like live streams in the same way that like GDC does things of that nature. So there'll be a lot of different kind of talks that are just really beautiful and lovely, and it's all about how to engage with interactive storytelling and the things that we love, which is games. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there and put it on people's radar.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
I will be going for what that's worth.
real cool stuff. And sorry, just to OMG's in the chat saying, okay, I will destroy you. Jacob, 1v1 me, Forza Horizon 6. Let's go. I will destroy you.
Oh, that is terrible.
1v1. No, you got to 1v1 him on Rust. With no scopes.
Oh, yeah, I got you on a no scope or a racing challenge. Let's go.
Well, we all
can't we-
we all know the true 1v1 is 1v1 Final Destination, no items.
Yep. No. Okay.
What does that even mean? Like the Final Destination movie, but video game?
It's
No,
Smash Bros.
It's Smash. It's Smash Bros. That's the yeah.
Oh, right.
Gamer cred -1.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
That's all right. I'm still trying to get Jacob to fight me in like 2x KO. So
I would watch that. It's really good.
you hear that, Jacob?
Do it for the content, Jacob.
NPD tourney. Let's go. I will make y'all play fighting games.
Alrighty.
Let's do it. I love it.
But yeah, this has always been real fun, guys. For just a little bit of housekeeping here. Again, this is Neon Pocket Dimension. We stream, do a lot of podcasts, and also just kind of hang out, do lots of nerdy shit here on twitch.tv/Neon Pocket Dimension. Come back to this very channel tomorrow night for our next episode of Super Demo Bros, which is a podcast all about all of the new, upcoming, fun, and sometimes not so fun game demos that are available on Steam. And also mostly every Wednesday, you can also come back here to check out the Neon Pocket Dimension podcast, starting at generally 7 p.m. PST. So make sure you are up to date and staying tuned to all of this. Just go ahead and give us a follow here on Twitch. And if you want to check out any of our other content, including the podcast mentioned before and everything else, go to youtube.com/neonpocketdimension is where you'll find it. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe so you can see when we post new videos, and we will always definitely appreciate it. And you can also follow us on Blue Sky at NPD Squad for any and all communications. Until then, we'll see you next time. This has been the Save Point Society.